Bill, well, we want to check in on back to school. Yes, it is not too early to be talking about that. The new school year just around the corner. And this morning, we're highlighting some important food safety items for your back to school shopping list. Kenneth King with USDA Food Safety Inspection Service joining us live this morning with some tips for parents and students. Thank you for being here with us.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning. So there are 4 steps to food safety. Can you tell us a little bit about each one?
Yes, thank you. So when it comes to food safety, we have 4 steps that'll go a long way to remain food safe, whether you're just going back to school or just really anytime you're handling food. And those steps are clean, separate, cook, and chill. So I'll just run through those briefly. By clean, we mean we want to make sure we're reminding our children when they're going back to school to always wash their hands with soapy water for at least 20 seconds before touching food. Since bacteria tends to spread really quickly inside of schools, it's very important that we're reminding our children to always wash their hands. And for your back to school safety list, if you do not have hand sanitizer, we recommend adding that because hand sanitizer will go a long way as well to staying food safe. The second step is separate. And this is just avoiding cross-contamination. So we want to make sure we're separating our raw meat and poultry from our fruits and vegetables while we're preparing our food. And one way we can do this is by using separate cutting boards. One cutting board for the meat and poultry, and the other for fruits and veggies. The third step is cook. And this is just making sure that we're always using a food thermometer to measure the safe internal temperature of our food. And lastly is chill. So when we're packing up our lunch boxes the night before school, always remember to put the lunchbox back in the refrigerator. That way it'll be safe by morning time.
So certainly something to keep in mind if parents are helping their children pack their lunch. But how can students practice food safety if they're getting lunch from the school cafeteria?
That is a great question. So when getting lunch from the school cafeteria, the big step again is just making sure that we're always washing our hands. I know it's very simple, but unfortunately a lot of people always skip this step. So we want to remind our children to always wash their hands before they're handling food.
You know, I love that you say that because I have a 3-year-old and he'll wash his hands, but is he doing it right? The answer is usually not unless mom is supervising. So something to talk to the kids about. So what food safety items should we add to the back to school shopping list?
Right, that's a great question. So for our back to school shopping list, as mentioned already, hand sanitizer is a great choice. The next choice is the lunch box, and this is very important. We want to make sure we're using insulated lunch boxes because we need our food to be kept cold. And with our lunch box, we want to have a cold source. So we want to have ice packs, gel packs. You can use a frozen water bottle, frozen juice packs, anything that can stay inside of that lunch box and it'll keep it cold. Unfortunately, some people who use the brown paper bags for their lunchbox, that material is not going to keep the food cold. And as that ice pack melts or thaws, it causes the bag to get wet and then holes open up in the bag and that air comes in and your food's no longer being kept cold. And then by the time lunch time comes around, that food is already at risk. So we want to make sure we are including insulated lunch boxes to our back to school list, along with hand sanitizer, gel packs, and ice packs.
Kenneth King with the USDA Food Safety Inspection Service. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, and we'll be right back.